cousin Albert. He never actually applying for jobs. He just got ahead. Many of you are trying to make career connections and networking connections and are applying for jobs and quietly panicking about my friend Big Bird on Sesame Street and career connections and networking connections and career connections.
Earthbound podcast.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Is that your intro?
Hello.
I don't have an intro.
What? Welcome back to the Earthbound podcast, episode 50.
Oh my god.
We're halfway to 100 now.
Guys, 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, we're at half a year now.
Yeah.
Guys, 2 weeks.
There's 2 weeks to a whole year.
2 weeks.
Dude,
2
realizing 2014 is
2
3
weeks.
months away.
Oh my
Doing
god.
2 weeks.
Yar.
2
2
weeks.
weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2
2
weeks.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
2 weeks.
How long?
Guys. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 of them.
2 of them?
A whole
So,
fortnight.
So what's going on? Fortnite.
Yeah.
Oh my. What's going on with you guys? How have you been?
Oh man, well,
What, that's the
I
end?
had this situation recently. I wanted to know if I was the asshole.
Wait a second. Do I have the Reddit for you?
Say that again.
Chat, am I the asshole? I need to I read it out loud.
Say that again.
I was intentionally not saying
All right.
anything.
So, based upon a suggestion from Franco, who
From
is
who?
too busy playing a game right now to actually participate.
Why is
Yeah,
it
dude.
every anime?
Yeah, Franco is currently playing an anime guessing game, so
Hell
Does
yeah.
not know like
Oh my god.
50% of them, but it's kind of crazy that he knows 50% of them to begin with, because I've never heard of most of them.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Bro, I just know the slime anime, bro. I've talked
No,
about
I know
this.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yo,
Oh, that's true. I also know that.
I like the Kirby anime.
That's also a good
Dude, I've
anime.
never seen that. I've honestly never seen that.
It's good. I
Yeah.
like it. It's like 100 episodes, but it's chill.
I'm gonna be real. I've
Dude.
watched Dragon Ball Z, and then I watched one episode of the one with the skeleton guy. Then the rest of the show sucked, so I stopped watching.
Oh yeah, we've talked about this, Diggs.
Yeah, cool. Because I remember
I
because
think-
he appeared like 10 minutes ago on this game that Franco's playing, and I was like, dude, that's such a cool skeleton guy. I wish the show was actually about him.
Dude, yeah, dude.
I would have watched it.
God, I just wish it was him being overpowered and doing cool stuff. But
But
instead,
I'm
it's
pretty
like,
sure that's not what anime is about.
no, why not,
yeah.
bro?
I don't know, dude. I don't
know.
sigh. I don't know, dude. I don't
Sigh.
I don't really get the deal. I'm gonna be real. I don't understand it. I don't get.
You
the
don't
point.
understand anime?
No, because I'll listen. The only
Well, he
that's-
understands
no.
Bakugan.
No, that's
He doesn't
because you
watch
haven't
it.
watched Initial D.
okay. So what do you want me
I
to
don't
do
even.
about it?
Has Initial D appeared on this anime?
No, it hasn't, and it is a crime that it hasn't.
That's the slime character.
This is gonna make so much sense.
Slime!
This is gonna make so much sense for the audio listeners. Actually, I am screen recording this, so you know what, I'm just gonna put it on. I'm gonna slap it on screen. I don't know why I put the sound effect there because it's probably already gonna be there, given we've been talking about it. But dude, now we're just gonna show Franco looking up all the
This is
cheats.
gonna be a great podcast.
Dude. Gay.
Yeah. r/am I the asshole? My friend. How old are you, Franco?
What? I am 17.
Yeah, 17.
Incorrect.
My friend, 17 male, keeps on cheating in this Roblox game where he has to guess what all the enemies characters are.
Wait, no, wait. For any future employers out there, I am not pretending to be a minor. I am not 17. I am actually... I am not underage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am
Also
46.
But you are
Okay.
cheating in a Roblox game.
No, I'm not. Look at this.
Okay, get the next one right.
Oh, I know this one.
Okay,
Dude, it's a furry!
this is gonna be some shit like. Fuck. Wait, no, I thought it was some. Oh, what? Let's go.
Dude, are you serious?
I don't. That's how I popped up. Wait, this is the one. The hero is overpowered.
Oh my god.
Dude,
Guys, I have a question
Sigh.
for you.
yeah, what's up?
Am I the asshole for making my sister's gender reveal cake gray because she wouldn't tell me the gender?
What the fuck are you supposed to make it then?
What?
Brown?
Well, okay. But based upon the title alone, what do you guys think?
Probably
Yeah.
not.
I think yes.
If you didn't know the gender,
Based on
then
the
what are you
title
supposed to
alone.
do?
No, it's
Make it
like-
both?
it's
If
like,
someone was
okay.
like, "Get me a cake, but we're not going to tell you what it's supposed to be," then like,
I guess you could do both.
Just
Well, because it's
Well-
also a gender reveal cake, so I don't think the sister would know.
So
Yeah,
then
that's
why
the
don't you make
thing.
it both?
No, he should ask the baby what gender he's gonna be.
why would you?
He's gonna
assume
be.
What?
What gender he's gonna be, you said?
Yeah, or whatever the baby's gonna be.
Okay, well,
Um,
okay, honestly, they could have done a mix of like both colors then, to make it more like
Yeah.
thematic.
you could have done purple.
Dude, no, imagine if they like have the cake is like blue and the other half is pink. So it depends on where you
That's
cut
why.
it.
That's
Well,
why. I said.
that's not going to be a gender reveal cake then. That's just
Wait,
a
okay,
cake.
so is the cake supposed to be the reveal?
So here's how it works. So how normally how gender reveal cakes work is, they will go to, I don't remember what the official place is called, but it's like they get like some kind of scan of the baby, and they determine what gender it's going to be when it's born.
Yeah.
From there they like the person who like does the scan sends it directly to like a baker or whoever is doing the gender reveal cake, in which they get informed of what the gender is, but the parents do not get informed of what the gender is.
Okay.
So it's like a direct thing. So it's not really like oh hey, I have to talk to the parents to figure out what gender
But
the baby is.
they made it sound like the parents do know though.
I don't mean to like fully interrupt. Well, I do mean to interrupt. Akai just posted a new 2 milli short.
Yo,
And we
He's
should
you're
go
a little
roll.
late.
Well, check out 2
It's,
milli.
it's a repo one.
Yeah, we already saw that. Josh.
What do you mean?
I'm pretty sure we already was it just now or was it like 20 minutes ago?
It
Jeez,
has
who's gonna see this?
134 views.
This is we already 135. Yeah, we already saw that one. What do you mean?
What? What do you mean?
What do you Wait, what?
Since when did this exist?
When he was in here, he was talking about it.
I think you were AFK.
He was? I thought
potentially.
he was talking
I
about.
already commented on it. It was 44 minutes
Yeah,
ago.
I also commented on it.
Oh, I thought you guys were talking about the Minecraft one for some reason.
No.
Well,
Okay,
Dude, I
can
got
we
the
talk about our thing?
What?
Wait, what?
For the audio
Wait, did you
listeners,
fall off?
Franco-
I just clicked back.
Franco
You
made
fell
it to
off.
the end of a really long thing and was just at the end and wanted to someone to acknowledge it, and he jumped off.
You
by
can
accident.
fall. No, you can't. There's an invisible wall.
Well,
Not in that one
Franco,
spot.
Franco, start guessing again, buddy.
Yeah, you guys start guessing again. And while you do that, I'm gonna read you. I'm gonna read this story. All right.
okay, cool.
I, 23 male, bake as a hobby, and I'm actually pretty good at it. Like, I get paid under the table for weddings and baby showers, kind of good.
No,
My
you
sister is pregnant and wanted me to make the cake for her gender reveal. Cool, no problem. I asked her to send me the info so I could prep the inside classic pink or blue filling. She says, "Oh no, I want to be surprised too. Just make it neutral for the reveal and we'll all find out together." I was like, Huh? So you want a gender reveal cake with no gender revealed? She says she'll have someone email me the info later. That someone never did. Deadline comes and I
Okay.
still have no gender. So I make the cake. It's gray inside, gray outside. Just full on cement vibes.
Oh,
I
wait.
even added little yeah.
Oh my god.
I even added little fondant clouds for effect. It tasted great, but visually grim as hell. The real day comes, they cut into it, and my sister looks pissed. Her husband is confused. People start murmuring. Then she pulls me aside, like, why would you make it gray? That's so passive aggressive. I calmly reminded her that no one told me the gender. I literally had no data to work with. I told her I wasn't about to guess or go full improv on someone's baby cake. And my mom says I embarrassed her in front of the family and that I should have tried harder. Tried harder to do what? Summon the gender through vibes? So, am I the asshole for making the most neutral reveal cake in history?
Dude, he's
edit.
so passive aggressive.
Edit. I actually did follow up. Asked her a couple days before the reveal if the info had been sent, and she just said something like, yeah, someone's taking care of it. I figured it was handled. I didn't want to pester her since she seemed chill about it at the time.
You could have. Why gray of all things?
That's
It could have
Yeah.
been a good color.
Why would you? I also think it's weird that you would put fondant clouds on it and then describe it as grim. Because, like, why?
No,
Just make.
dude.
If you don't know what it is, you could just make a regular.
I'm not
cake.
gonna
No,
lie.
dude, it would have been awesome if he just gambled and he like did it pink. It might be a girl, but we don't know.
That'd be awesome.
Oh.
And he like
Dude.
convinces them, like, yeah, it's gonna be a girl, 100%.
Also, this reminded me that I feel like any of these stories you read might be ChatGPT.
yeah.
Whatever, dude. Well, that doesn't matter. I mean, it's not gonna affect us if they're real or not.
No, it will. I have like, dude, I'm so like, I'm just so invested in these, dude. I can't allow it to be fake. I'm gonna be distraught.
Dude, I
Yeah,
can't
but, like,
believe.
I still feel like that's like, I don't know. It's just like, because again, like from what I understand, like it's like the person emails or messages the person who's making the cake
Mhm.
directly. So, but based upon the fact that like he was like, oh yeah, I asked a couple days before and I still didn't get anything.
Yeah, they definitely should have sent something, but that doesn't mean that
Yeah.
gray is a very good option. That sounds like you are trying to
Frank.
like say something.
Gray with fondant
Oh, hello,
clouds is a
Akai.
weird choice. Hi, Daisy.
Hi.
Hey, Kai.
Oh.
No, hi, Daisy.
Hi.
Oh man, this is not my episode anymore. Okay, I'm leaving.
Franco,
No.
why are you
Oh
still
my
playing
God.
the
Stop.
anime?
Stop derailing everything.
But yeah, so welcome to the Earthbound podcast.
Oh,
Hi,
Yeah.
Daisy.
Listen,
I didn't
we're
know we were
So,
talking. I'm
but
sorry.
anyways, let me read some of the comments here and give you what other people thought.
Wait,
of
did we
the
ever give our
story.
definitive opinions?
Oh well, yeah, we sort
I
of
would say
did, but
I would say
if you
generally
have
yes. Generally yes.
I would say I don't.
Like
I wouldn't
somewhat at
say
least.
a-hole,
Yeah.
but I would say like not good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely. Like the situation definitely wasn't handled in the best.
Hello?
Oh, yeah, like, you didn't pay any
What?
attention to me.
Oh my
What?
God. Did you guys not notice?
What happened?
None. What?
No.
None of this.
Dude, my internet cut out for like a full 10 seconds. I just got
Oh,
back.
I thought you were just I thought you were just like listening to people's answers.
No. I didn't hear a single thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
he would never do that.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
Stop.
So yeah. Anyways. We all said they were the asshole, but like that
Yeah.
they could have but it's not like a full definitive. Oh yeah, they're for sure the asshole. But it's like a very much like the situation could have absolutely been handled better on all fronts.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
I think it's so
Oh yeah.
everyone
What's
kind
your
of is.
what's your opinion on the situation, D?
Well,
What happened?
she just got here.
No,
Well,
you got to answer right
yeah.
The
now.
short version is that
No, she was here. She was here.
am I the jerk for like making a
No,
We're moving past. We're moving on. We're moving on.
no,
We're moving on. We're moving.
Not the asshole. I guess.
Whoa!
Oh my
Whoa.
god.
Whatever,
Whoa.
whatever,
Okay.
whatever,
That's
whatever.
not I would say this is a fairly debatable one.
I would say everyone kind of is.
All right, but let's see what the comments have to say. So this top comment from with 18K upvotes. Why couldn't you have made it yellow and baby themed or something? It seems pretty vindicative to make the cape grim cement vibes for an important event where
That's what
you'd
I'm
be serving many
saying.
more people
Yeah.
besides your airheaded sister. I understand that you were frustrated, but damn, that's all anyone is going to remember from that event now, which was kind of you're the asshole.
Yeah, dude.
And then a follow up from a different comment. Yeah, just make a cake with a theme: baby, vanilla, chocolate, yellow, red velvet, green, purple, elephants, giraffes, balloons, toys, building blocks, a baby's face. Literally, the possibilities are endless. There was literally no reason to take a passive aggressive jab at your sister on her big day. So
Yeah, dude.
there was some confusion about whether they wanted the cake to be pink or blue. This is such a massive overreaction to a perceived slight. Grow up.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. So
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Do you wanna hear another comment or
Yeah.
I wanna hear another story, man.
another story? Okay, well,
I want you to tell me a story, buddy.
I'm gonna look through.
You're like the
Give me a
candy robot
tale.
in Five Nights at Freddy's.
What?
Let's see.
How do you know that?
Dude, I don't know. I played. Well,
You're
I
the
haven't
FNAF
played it with
freak?
my pussy, but yeah, I am.
Here we go.
I'm not furry or autistic,
What's your?
but I
I think you
am a
might be
FNAF
both.
fan.
Let's get real, because you like Sonic as well.
Oh
And
yeah,
he
that's
got really.
true. Dude.
DMing me
I
about
was.
Sonic,
Yeah, I was
and
talking.
it
I
was
was talking
so
to the.
autistic. It was so
Dude, I
autistic.
swear.
What?
No, she was like, I was like, no, what was it? I like made a reference to a Sonic game, and I was like, okay, but you've never played a Sonic game, and she was like, yeah, I've never played a Sonic game. So like, I just told her, okay, well, you should start by playing this one, blah blah blah. And I
Said- you
started
said-
talking to her
you
about
said-
like Sonic games are cool to start with. It's just
That's
like I
awesome,
just
dude.
unleashed your autism.
You said, have you ever played a Sonic game other than Sonic and
She
All
is,
Stars Racing Transformed?
she is
And
so
I said,
mean.
no, I haven't.
You were.
And you said, there's a bunch on Steam. Sonic X Shadow Generations is awesome. Sonic Origins you should
Yeah,
get
dude.
if you want to play the classics. They're short and pretty
Yeah.
good.
Okay,
You should become a Sonic CD fan, so I'm not the
I
only
am-
weird
don't-
one.
I am of two minds about this because one, I do understand like you're like, oh, here's a few like recommendations, but also she did not ask for your recommendations. She just
Okay,
said,
so
Well, it's
okay,
called
so
Yeah, I
is
know.
dumping, buddy.
the asshole?
well,
Yeah, you're the asshole, buddy.
Yeah, it is. No. What, Frank? Why don't you say stuff like that to me? You just hate me. You don't want to talk about. I'm the guy who likes Sonic, and you won't talk about Sonic with me.
No, because whenever I talk to you, you shut me down. You're like, I don't like you. Fuck you.
What?
So,
What do you mean?
so I'm like,
When
I
have
like
I ever
that,
said something?
No, you know
when-
what? You know what was actually like that? You told me you said fuck you in this exact conversation we're talking about.
Yeah,
What?
you know why? Because you were like, I just unleashed your autism, and I was like, okay, well, fuck you. I will never talk to you about
Well,
anything
Yeah.
ever again.
Yeah, I mean, I think you brought that upon yourself. Actually,
No. No.
maybe you should just be
I
nice
said
to
one
people.
thing. I can't.
I
You
wouldn't
can't be
really
nice to
say-
people.
Oh, I can't.
You're the asshole, buddy.
No.
I wouldn't really say it's a matter of being like Daisy. Did you say it in like a condescending or mean way, or were you just
Yeah,
I was,
yes.
no,
like,
it was.
Dude, I'm gonna
you
send
know
you a
what? I'm gonna
screenshot. I'm gonna
screenshot it.
send
I'm
you a
were
gonna
you just like,
screenshot it.
dang, this guy likes Sonic?
I'm gonna send you a screenshot.
I don't care.
put it on r/am I the asshole, dude.
Put it on r/
Put it on it.
guys. Did I get too mad this time?
Screenshot in chat.
Okay. The screenshot is in chat. Wait,
I'm
no.
not reading that. I don't care.
Guys, am I the asshole for not voting for my boyfriend?
And what the fucking is
What?
your?
Is
That's
your
what the
boyfriend
title
Trump?
is.
That would be awesome.
Depends on the context.
Yeah, if your boyfriend. I mean, okay, never mind. I don't want to talk about
If your
politics.
boyfriend
That's
is-
sad. That's depressing. I don't want to talk about
Dude,
depressing shit.
it would be awesome if it was like Donald Trump's girlfriend. And she's, like, posting about it.
You think he's got one of those?
Donald Trump is married.
Okay,
Yeah,
Joshua,
I'm-
He might
you
still have a
party pooper.
boyfriend.
You're
Josh,
right.
people can
I
be married and
apologize.
still have boyfriends.
This is true.
I bet he would, especially.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you think of my wife's boyfriend, Joshua?
I don't know anything about him.
Oh. What do you think
Yeah,
about
me
Franco's Soylent collection?
I don't know anything about what
neither.
that
Yeah,
is.
dude. I
Soylent?
love
Like the
Soylent.
milk?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Soylent.
dude.
Yeah,
I watched the
dude.
sponsorship on YouTube and I was like, dude, I gotta get this.
Dude,
Yeah.
remember when Ant Venom was sponsored by Soylent and people made fun of him and then he deleted the
Dude,
sponsored
I
segment?
don't remember that.
It's like his entire personality now.
What is
Dude,
Awesome.
that?
and then you opened your mouth really wide and you had a beard. Yeah.
What?
What is Soylent?
Yeah, dude.
It's like a supplement. I
Like soy
don't
milk?
actually know what it
It's-
is. Yeah.
It's literally just soy milk, I'm pretty sure.
He marketed it like, okay guys, you wanna not go outside ever and still be healthy? Well, eat this.
That's not how that
And
works.
was
That's
like-
not how that
that was-
works.
That's you need sunshine.
Yeah, dude. Well, he marketed it like that. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, so
this is the most ADHD episode ever, I think.
yeah.
Well, you could just talk about the thing you were supposed to talk about.
Well, people interrupt
Yeah,
me,
dude.
bro.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know what you want me to do.
Stop going at tangents and
You know what? The next time I'm just gonna read it, even if people are talking.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So talk.
Alright. Okay, so my boyfriend and I hosted a PowerPoint presentation night with all our friends, total of 10 people. It was a big bash where everyone would do a PowerPoint presentation on a predetermined topic and then vote for the best PowerPoint. First and second place winners would get a couple of bouquets of flowers.
Oh, that's nice.
We were all having a great time and everyone presented and we cast our votes, reading out loud the number of votes each person received. After winners were announced and flowers were given out, my boyfriend pulled me aside. He was incredibly upset that he hadn't gotten any votes and that I had not voted for his presentation. I told him I only got to cast 2 votes, first and second place. I was just trying to vote for the ones I thought were the best, and some of our friends put incredible amounts of effort into their presentations. Some friends dressed up, one friend wrote a song on guitar, another included a 3D animation they made in theirs.
Oh
I
my
love the
God.
presentation my
Dude.
boyfriend did, and the topic was really funny, and he loved getting to share it with the group. Other members of our group clearly put a lot more effort into theirs. I told him it was a tough call, but I didn't want to be biased. I could tell he was a bit upset,
Yeah.
even after the party was over. I apologized and told him I should have voted for him. Am I the asshole for not voting for my boyfriend's presentation?
No, what the fuck?
No.
No.
No,
absolutely
you're the asshole.
not.
You're the asshole for apologizing afterwards. It's like, no, why the fuck would I vote
Yeah.
for you if you did
Yeah.
a dumb presentation, dude?
Yeah. so,
because like OP said, like a lot of people put a lot of effort into some of their presentations.
Yeah, it's like
And-
someone got friggin' gorillas to sing for their presentation, and you just made like a shitty PowerPoint.
Well,
Like,
Yeah, man.
I don't. Yeah.
you voted for the one that you liked. So I think
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
I think you would have probably been an asshole if you're just doing favoritism.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
especially because they were like, "Oh, I didn't want to show bias and just vote for you just because I'm voting for you."
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Exactly.
Like, for example, Josh. Let's say we have a presentation night, and then
That would be cool. That would be fun.
yeah.
I'd like that.
we should do that at some point.
We should.
But Teagues does like a really in-depth presentation, like super amount of detail. Then Franco also does one, and it's super amount of detail, and then D does one, and it's like it's pretty good, but not as good as the other two.
This feels
Yeah, that's
targeted.
probably what's gonna happen,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right, like
Yeah,
well,
that's
'cause
definitely what's
it
gonna
would
happen.
be like good, but it's not like
That feels
this like
targeted.
crazy. It's like in this example, there's like some crazy genuine amount of effort. But
Yeah,
whereas
like what the
Daisy's-
post said.
like in this example, Daisy, you would get like a 100 if you submitted it for a school assignment.
Yeah,
But like everyone else would get like also
100 plus
100.
extra credit, essentially.
hmm
Out of the 3, which 2 are you voting for in that circumstance?
Sorry,
Yeah.
I blanked out.
So using that example, and
I would like to make clear that I'm not bashing on Daisy because this isn't even a real.
Well, yeah.
I know
thing.
it's a
It's okay.
hypothetical,
Doc,
Josh.
Okay.
It's
I just
okay.
wasn't sure because you like went silent when
No, I
was
was
like,
I was planning
yeah,
on
she's
being
expecting
like,
your
how dare
answer.
you? Once you did the other two, I thought it would be funny, but then you just never did. I was sitting here waiting for my time.
well, yes, I would pick the other two.
How dare you?
What?
Dude, why wouldn't you vote for D?
Dude.
Why
Oh my
would you
god, what a
vote for me,
bad
bro?
boyfriend.
Guys, guys, am I the asshole?
Guys, am I the asshole? But yeah,
I was on this
I
podcast
think
earlier.
I think the boyfriend is kind of the asshole because they're acting very like almost
Exactly.
immature
Like,
in
what do you
some
mean?
ways.
What do you mean? What do you mean? How dare you not vote for me? Are you
Yeah.
fucking?
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Dude, listen, man. Can we do something? Well, the issue is that we always agree too much. We that's if we need to find something
That's
we
well,
disagree
that
on.
well.
Can we
That's the
Okay.
whole
disagree on?
point.
Can we disagree,
We
guys?
can agree.
No, Franco. You need to
I'm not-
just be a
I'm
really
not gonna-
hateful person and disagree with
I'm
us.
not gonna do a thing where it's like no matter what we have to disagree on the next one because the next one's gonna be like, yeah, so I think this really bad thing is good.
Franco, you're up to that. You're the kind of guy who'd do that. Come on,
No,
man.
he's not.
I
Come
will
on, man.
I will say a controversial opinion if you want.
No, that's okay, Franco.
Okay, yeah, no,
You don't
yeah,
have
say,
to
no, do it,
Don't have to do that.
no, you gotta tell us, man. You gotta
It's
tell
just
us
gonna
now.
be a long
You gotta do it now.
censor.
The longest Alakazam in history.
Alright, so what was it?
Hell yeah.
Oh,
So what
okay.
was it?
Let's.
So comment said, not the asshole. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
fun, and he took it all too serious.
Yeah.
Something can be good,
Yeah.
but not the best, and that's just life. You didn't say it sucked. You get 2 votes, and his just wasn't what you considered number 1 or number 2. Also, I don't believe in lying to our partners to stroke their egos. Been with my partner for over a decade, and we are honest with each other, like you were. You said it was good and funny, and you put effort into it, but but like you said, it wasn't number 1 or 2, and that's okay.
No, it's not. She should leave their partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she should leave him.
Yeah,
Alright.
just cut him off of your life. Yeah.
Yeah. Break up right now.
And you should be bold. You should buy an RV and start
What?
cooking meth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, like Walter White.
Dude.
What? No.
Whoa, it's a guy!
Okay.
And then you should live in a pineapple
next
under the
one.
sea.
Chew do the next one.
Next one. Okay. Hang on.
Oh my god, Bro's freaking out. Bro's freaking out.
Am I the asshole for walking out of a house showing?
Yes.
Well, okay, continue.
I mean,
Okay.
if it's a house
Well, I
showing,
just want to
then
get initial reactions to the title, and then I'll read.
my initial reaction is almost always going to be.
I'm sorry.
Context.
Okay, I'm sorry. What's house showing? Is it like when you're gonna move to a
So
place?
when people are like selling houses, they can have like it's pretty much just like they invite a bunch of adults over who are potentially interested in buying the house, and they just walk around the house and be like, "Oh, this is what the house looks like." But it's like a bunch of people at the same time.
Yeah. So
Oh,
it's
so it's
kinda
not
like
just- it's
it's
not
kind
just
of like
any-
an. Yeah, it's not like they're selling the house and like one family is coming to check it out. It's more like a bunch of people showed up for a garage sale at the same time, but it's not a garage sale.
Yeah,
a house.
it's lit. So the house is on the market, but it's not like you can buy it here and now. It's just this is what your option is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so is it specifically not a house showing that like one realtor and a family does?
No, it's more like a house tour.
No,
Okay.
I was gonna say a house tour is one family and then one realtor. A house showing is like a bunch of different people, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. My husband and I, 29 female, are in the process of looking for a house for our family. We looked at a couple of houses today with my mother-in-law, father-in-law, kids, and realtor. We'll call him Bob. Bob was my
Yo,
in-law's
Bob.
realtor. Yeah, hell yeah, Bob. Was my in-laws realtor for the house they currently live in, and they appear to be close, but my husband and I haven't met him before starting our house hunting process. He was recommended to us by my in-laws. At the first house, we looked at the mud room first. What's a mud room?
I was gonna ask.
It's like the entrance like room.
Oh,
Basically, there's a lot of mud.
To get the mud off.
Yeah.
It's where they keep all their
Gotcha.
mud.
Yeah. they like it's like a pool, but it's just a bunch of mud, and they throw it at each other.
I would
Yeah.
love to
Okay,
know
yeah.
about
We
that.
Makes
looked
sense.
at the mud room first, but because it was so tiny, everyone went in except Bob and I. The two of us stayed back in the kitchen. I was looking at the countertops, and Bob was leaning against the cabinets, waiting for everyone else / letting everyone look at the mudroom space. While everyone else was in the mudroom, I asked our realtor if this house is the house we discussed that has 2 bedrooms downstairs and 2 bedrooms upstairs. Bob looked at me, rolled his eyes, sighed, and walked away. I was really taken aback, but honestly, he was giving me vibes that he didn't like me based on previous experiences when looking at other houses. I brushed it off, and we all continued to look at the rest of the house. We looked at the basement, and my husband asked the very same question I asked Bob in the kitchen. Bob excitedly told my husband about the bedrooms with details and encouraged him and my in-laws to look at it next. He looked at everyone except for me. That's when I really got mad, and I walked away from the group and went outside with my kids because they were getting antsy anyways. After the showing, my mother-in-law tells me that I was rude to walk away when Bob was talking to all of us. I told her what happened, but she continued to tell me it was rude and that Bob is a close friend of theirs. I later on told my husband about it, and he's furious that Bob would do that, and he also noticed a weird vibe from him towards me. I can't really shake off what happened today and the words from my mother-in-law. Am I the asshole for walking away today? This
No.
may be important to the
No, it
story,
sounds like he
but it
fucking
is
hated you.
my speculation that this is the cause for everything. I am black, and my husband and in-laws are white. We live in a predominantly white area in rural New York. There aren't a lot of us around here, and I get looks from white people all the time.
Yeah, so fuck that
Really
guy.
not the asshole.
Like what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Why is he being an asshole?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's just like because it was like such like a it was such a nothing thing for the realtor to do.
Yeah.
Like he could have just been
Yeah.
like, "Oh
Alright.
yeah, this is what you were looking for." He like went out of his way to like be an asshole in that
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
Even if that situation hadn't happened, I like even if that guy wasn't being a huge jerk, like I still think she wouldn't be the a-hole in this scenario just because she was like she could be like, yeah, I want some fresh air, or oh, the kids are getting antsy because they
Yeah.
were.
Yeah.
But like in no situation is like doing that a rude thing. And it's extra not a rude thing when the person is also just being like
A
that.
racist asshole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
garbage.
Thank you for
Yeah.
saying better words.
Franco, what do you think?
Well, it
Don't
I
no, we need
No.
Okay, go ahead.
I didn't even say anything.
You went well.
Yeah,
No, he
well,
didn't
so
actually
do you
do
want me to-
anything.
do you-
You didn't
do you
do
want me to
anything.
just
I'm just
agree?
messing with you. No, that was the joke. That was the
Okay,
joke,
so-
dude. Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So why I didn't get the context. Why did Bob hate her so much?
Well,
Quite
We
possibly
don't
because he's
technically
racist.
know.
we don't know for sure, but it is very much implied that it was presumably racism.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, I mean, in that case, yeah, of course, he's an idiot.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. We don't really know. We just got her perspective, and like Bob just started acting weird or whatever. He didn't even do anything. I guess he just gave her the silent treatment. What even happened?
Well,
No,
it's not,
well-
it's less about Bob. It's more about is she being a jerk for walking outside of the house during a house?
Well, so what
It depends on
happened?
how she did it, because
what
like if she
happened
did
was-
it around, yeah, of course she's not the asshole. He's just kind of annoying. But like if she just like wanted to get out, I don't know. Depends on. Oh my god, my LeBron hobby has paused. Wait.
Also, your computer
Okay.
fan is like almost louder than you. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah. Are you taking off?
Oh no.
Whoa! Jesus Christ!
No,
The mic quality changed instantly.
I think it's
What?
because he
Sounds
leaned
so
into his
good,
mic.
dude.
Yeah, I just leaned into my mic.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude. So,
Okay,
I
so
think we're all on the same page
what
about that.
Yeah.
I think so.
yeah.
Generally speaking,
Ew.
okay, Franco, it is true that we only heard one perspective, but as far as we know, based upon this perspective, it seems
Yeah,
pretty clear.
as far as we know, he's an idiot. Yeah.
Because like
He's a
technically,
racist asshole.
yeah, technically, when it comes to like stories that you read online, people could say literally whatever to make their like
Yeah.
perspective look better. But I'm just based upon what we do know, I think it's very clear. So
Even
yeah,
even
it's
just
also
based even if there wasn't any of the information about racism, I still wouldn't think that she's being rude for
right. I
walking out
mean,
of
just
the house.
if it's just leaving the house, then like no, that's like who cares?
Yeah.
You literally didn't. It's not
Yeah.
like you started a scene or anything. You just walked out.
So like
Right.
there's
Use
no
that.
example in which she is being the
So
jerk in
yeah.
this scenario.
Yeah. Drew, can I
Alright,
can I tap in? Can I tap in with a new
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah,
prompt,
sure.
a custom thing?
Oh, sure.
Ooh.
I want to switch up our Reddit forum for a second. Go to
Ooh, okay.
r/unpopular opinion. This guy says,
Ooh.
if a kid damages an expensive painting in a museum, it's the museum's fault. And there's more to that, but I want to hear what you think.
I disagree.
I slightly agree, but not completely.
The reason they'll probably go into more specifics, but the reason why I disagree, fully depends on how old the kid is. For first off, like if they are, I want to say 9 or younger, the fault isn't on them. But if they are like 10 or older, I feel like the fault is on them. But because they're a kid, you can't really do anything about that.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to hear the
It's
full
interesting
story?
because the
Okay.
opinion was the opinion was that it's the museum's fault if the
Yeah.
kid damages it.
I don't think it's the museum's fault in any situation because it's like they're a museum; they're just showing off.
I can slightly understand it because like if it's a really expensive or important thing, then usually it's behind like some kind of protection. But I don't think
Yeah.
that a museum should be required to put in protection for their work.
Well, let me talk about what he says is that you're telling me that you've got a painting worth millions of dollars, but you don't have a clear sheet of glass or plastic or something to make sure that it doesn't get damaged by any person who just walks in. Or maybe they could just deny entry to people who have children with them, which that's kind of stupid on a mirror.
Yeah.
It's like they had no precautions whatsoever.
That's a really stupid one.
People will be like, oh, the parents need to teach their children that museums are not playgrounds. How about we teach you how to prevent things from being damaged by children? I can't imagine any other situation where this would happen, where people would take something worth millions that's in danger of losing value if it gets so much as a scratch, and leave it in a room that different people, including children, come in every day, with almost no safety precautions except a guard who can't be everywhere at once. Responsibility goes both ways. You are responsible for taking precautions if you can't ensure others will behave responsibly. Yeah, so I think this guy's a fucking dumbass on Burial.
Yeah.
I originally understood what his point was, but that's not it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, to an extent, I do understand that like they should. I think you can hold accountability for both parties, both the family who their kid caused this, because you should probably teach your kids to fucking behave and not let them destroy paintings and shit, because how does that happen? But also, the museum, like, they're holding this extremely like valuable piece of art, and you should probably, well, they were just talking about art. I guess it could be more than just like paintings and stuff, but you know,
Yeah,
it's
could be
like
a sculpture,
like a huge T-Rex dinosaur. Yeah.
God, dude, that'd be awesome.
I was gonna keep talking, and I just heard you go, "Oh my god, dude!"
Yeah, because I'm visualizing I'm visualizing a T-Rex skeleton, and I was like, man,
yes. But you should be more precautious. Yes.
Yeah, I do agree with some of the points he made, which is like, you know, these are priceless artifacts and things like that, but it's just like having precautions, like not having precautions and taking the risks of like, oh no, they'll understand, these things are valuable, and just like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
It kind of came off a little victim blamey, I felt.
Yeah.
Cause like
Mm-hmm.
it reminded me of when.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
What?
reminded
Yeah.
me of.
We're listening.
What?
Yeah.
No one
No,
stopped
We're
you.
listening.
I know. Give me a second. It reminded me of when you hear people talk about like women who get like harassed in public and they're like, "Well, what were you wearing? Why wouldn't you like take precautions to not do that?"
Yeah, that's fair.
But
Yeah.
instead of being like, "No, teach people to not do that."
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
yeah.
but obviously different because it's a museum and not.
A
Can
person.
somebody please take the talking
Oh,
stick away
yeah.
from me? Right?
No,
Well,
I
I
think
Yeah,
you
dude, I
usually
get
don't
your
like when
point
people
because
interrupt you.
yeah, because the
I
museum
think
can't
you're
work
making a
both.
good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fair
I-
point.
This is entirely unrelated. But how do you guys feel about like those like interactive museum things that you can go to?
Oh, dude, those are awesome.
I
I
know a
like
lot of
Dude.
those are
those a
for
lot.
children, but I do quite enjoy my time in every single one of them.
I
There was
know.
one I
Because you're
used
a
to go to a
child.
lot when I was a kid.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, like just like little interactive like exhibits and stuff they've got. You mean?
Yeah. They're
Yeah,
really
there's
wacky.
I've
and
I've
cool.
been to those before. There's some really cool ones. I haven't been to one since
Yeah.
I was like a kid, but I remember
Dude, we should go to a museum.
yeah, one of those
Together?
interactive museums.
Yeah.
What do
Doesn't
you mean
even
to like
necessarily
as
have
if
to
we're
be
gonna all go to
interactive.
individual ones? Like what do you mean together?
Together.
Like one day we'll meet up and just do that.
No, guys, let's all this is your homework for the week. Everyone go to your own little science museum. that you
R
find.
slash am I the asshole? My friend sent me off to this museum and told me to look at all these exhibits. Let me look up another story here.
Or do
While we're
you
doing
want
that,
me to
I
give you
have-
one? Or Josh has
Oh,
one.
yeah.
I don't
Good
have
job,
one, but I
Josh.
have an unrelated question.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
When you guys play Minecraft, is there like one thing that you try to do in like every single world?
Have fun.
Like, do you have a
Yeah.
do you have a like? Is there like a staple?
Have fun.
Yeah.
No, I
fair.
never do that when I play Minecraft.
Like,
A lot of people
I always
legitimately,
figured-
I don't think do that. I think a lot of people actually
Yeah.
don't play Minecraft to have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I always like dig a quarry, which is just a giant hole. But I have fun doing that, so I'm like wondering if there are things that you guys are
Build
like
a
I
house.
always enjoy.
I like.
Yeah, I have
yeah.
my. Yeah, you go ahead too.
Okay. I like doing. I don't know what to call them. I like doing obsessive bits where like I'll just do a bit on the server and I'm like, yep, this is the bit I'm doing on the server. Like
I know what you mean.
yeah. Like for example, for the audio listeners at home, Josh and Dee have like a sort of private server where they just kind of mess around on stuff that occasionally some of us go on. And on that server, my bit is I want to be a camel.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I didn't know what you were gonna talk about.
Oh, is that the
there's-
Feng Shui server? Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's that one.
Mm.
There's also the time where she was the 1%. That was
Oh yeah,
pretty-
that's true.
That's true.
That's pretty notable. One.
Are you talking about
She
Tundra?
was a genie.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
am talking about Tundra.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, the genie thing.
Yeah, I'll just have a bit that I'll obsess over and be like, yep, this is the bit I'm doing today.
Today.
And then you do that for like a month.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What
Anyways,
about-
you got a story for us, Chu?
Oh, I was gonna ask, what about you, D and or Franco?
And or Teague.
Oh, I
No,
don't
Teague's
really.
answered.
Nice answer.
Have fun. That is fair.
Yeah.
I'm really
The-
bad at every video game I play, so I don't really have
Wait,
a
no,
thing.
no. I have bottom of the iceberg lore about you, Daisy, because I remember one
What?
time you said you make totems.
Oh
You
yeah,
said that
no,
on the
I do.
Genie
I do
server.
do
You
Yeah.
that.
said
I
that.
do that. I do that. That's my thing. That's my thing.
Oh my god,
really
I
like
actually am the
making
smartest
totems.
person ever.
Did you say bottom
Yeah,
of the
dude.
asshole?
The iceberg.
Are you
Oh.
what? Are you legitimately a dumb person?
No, he
I
just
thought-
misheard you.
I don't
How would
know.
you hear that in particular?
I don't know.
Actually, it's
I think I
very
heard it
curious.
correctly when you were saying it, but then when I tried to recall the conversation, like a couple seconds after, I got it wrong.
It's not. Oh my god. Franco, you
Why?
make a lot of farms and stuff, don't you?
Yeah, the thing I always make in every Minecraft server is a villager farm. That's like the most
Oh,
fun part of
Actually,
the game.
I think that's literally the first time I ever talked to you. Was that's probably about that.
About a villager farm.
Yeah, because you were on one of the servers I was buying at the time, and then like you made a big farm, and I was like, "Can I have your mending and shit?" And you were like, "Okay."
Maybe, I don't know.
Nice.
I just
I
know
mean, maybe.
every time I want to make a farm, I'm like held back by something.
One of my
Like
most
what?
usually
Like,
me. It's usually
yeah,
me.
usually it's Joshua. It's like in the like one of the last ones we made, he like
I told
what
him
was it?
you
Oh,
can't
he
dig
said
underneath all of
no,
spawn.
wait, no, before that. It was like he set the difficulty to like easy, I think.
Oh
So
right.
every
Yeah.
single villager that I would zombify wouldn't get zombified. They would just die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's awesome, dude.
I couldn't get any like lower prices. So I had to get mending for like 30 emeralds, which is like crazy.
Why would you ever
And like
have a server
when
on
he
easy though?
did, I don't know, dude. But like when he did set it on like, or I think he let me, or he set it
After a
on
while, I
normal or
let him
hard.
set it on hard. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like for the time I was the only one online or something.
Probably because
Yeah.
well, at that point you're probably the only person playing. Because usually
Yeah,
that happens.
I would like. I remember I spent like 1 or 2 afternoons just preparing for the moment when Joshua would give me the hard. So I would just like farm infinite villagers. Oh no, that's the thing. It was not the zombifying thing. I couldn't even start my
Oh my
my
god!
farm
Because
because
no, it wasn't. It was
villagers
mob
Dug
wouldn't
briefing.
pick up.
underneath the entire island. Yeah.
Mob briefing was off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that
Mob
was it.
briefing. So villagers couldn't pick up items, and I couldn't like make them reproduce. So I couldn't have more than 2.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
So
awesome.
I prepared like a million beds and like a bunch of crops for like whenever Joshua activated mob griefing, they would like start having sex like a lot, and I would get like a million.
Don't say it
villagers.
like that.
You could just
What?
say. You don't have to say it like that.
Okay,
You know,
having children. I don't know.
there was no.
They would start.
You
They would
folded
start
under zero
multiplicating.
pressure, bro.
They
What?
were having sex.
You folded under
What?
zero pressure whatsoever.
Okay. But yeah, that was it. I remember. Oh my god. So and then came the fucking the game was an easy mode part, and like my zombies kept dying when I tried to zombify them, and then like whenever Joshua like actually turned on all that stuff, I was like so hyped up. I made a massive underground
Actually,
cave.
I
It didn't
think
even. It wasn't even that invasive. Like Chu could have perfectly done a
It
very
wasn't
big.
about Chu. It was about if anyone else came on the world and like, oh, I
Nobody
want to
else,
build here,
dude.
and then the fact that
The
your thing
second,
took up like half the island.
dude, I remember you told
Ground.
me off. You told me about the basement, and then nobody else hopped on the server and it
I
died.
didn't hop on anymore because you already ruined all of spawn. So I was like, "What's the point?"
you're a piece of shit.
What do you want? What do you want? What did I do? What did I do?
You're the
What did I
asshole,
do?
T.
I mean, you were
Guys, AITA.
like filling up the mob cap and digging under the entire island.
So yeah, YTA, dude.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
I don't know. I would just say I was being that way because I heavily devalue efficiency in Minecraft, and Franco incredibly values efficiency in Minecraft. Since it was my server, I was like, no. And he was like, but what if? And I was like, okay, fine. Because like Minecraft is supposed to be a game that you play how you want to. I don't like when people try to squeeze every little bit of efficiency out of the game. Like what happened to
Hard trying to automate everything. It's awesome.
At that point, you might as well be playing creative. You're just turning survival into
No.
creative.
Yeah, that's the thing. You want to do that because it's very satisfying to like get a lot of resources
No, it's not.
automatically. Well, in creative, you just click on them. In survival, it's like, dude, I worked so hard on this iron farm, and now I'm like incredibly rich.
Why don't you just play like modded or something?
I just don't like.
Yeah, I
being
love
very
modded,
rich.
but the last modded server like died.
Wow.
Franco, how often did you even play on that server?
I played a bunch. I even offered whenever you were making the server. I was like, dude, I want to play in creative mode and like make structures and adventures and shit. And
That
everyone
was a
like
completely different server.
at the same time said no.
That was a different server, buddy.
No, it's the same one I'm talking about.
That was a different
Like,
server. You're
I
talking-
mean Cerebral.
Yeah, that wasn't the same server as when you were doing the. When
Oh
you were
yeah,
dug
no,
under
no, it
spawn.
wasn't. But I was no, I stopped talking about that one. I am now
No,
talking
that's
about
what you're talking
Cerebral.
about. What do you mean?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Immediately folds.
I believe you. I believe you.
Y'all like kittens?
What?
No,
Why are you
because
talking
I'm an
about your Discord
asshole.
kittens, bro?
What? Not what? Not. No. Stop.
I mean, I said one thing, and you acted like I destroyed your entire life, bro.
Why you said that like you were a soul being tormented?
No, stop!
Stop the curse!
What did I do?
I said like a single joke, and you were like, no!
Oh man, that was a Minecraft question. Man.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah, of course.
Guys, I found a really long one.
Okay.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Okay, so, am I the asshole for telling
Yeah.
my sister her baby isn't a real baby?
What?
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 What do you
Is
mean by that?
Is it? Does
It's
she
a
have like a
hologram?
reborn? A
Oh my
reborn
God.
baby?
Like, is
She's
this like,
probably
is this
no,
a
wait, she-
situation where someone is like calling a dog a child?
no. I think
Like
Well,
think
we're gonna find out, I guess.
she got
It's a
pregnant
reborn
of
baby.
Hatsune Miku. She
Oh,
married like some kind
goodness.
of internet thing, and she
No,
doesn't have a real baby.
No, that's okay. We don't have to.
What?
That's okay.
Anyways, go ahead.
You're a
Alright.
fake fan?
I, 26
Oh, it's a fake baby.
got engaged to my fiance on January 1st. I was very excited to share with my family, of course, and everyone congratulated me and my fiance. I sent a picture of my ring to my family group chat, as well as my Instagram, and everyone has been commenting on the fact I got a very big diamond. My diamond is a lab-grown diamond that is just under 5 carats. I specifically asked for a lab diamond, as I believe they're more ethical, as you never know if a mined diamond is a blood diamond.
That's
My
pretty true,
sister,
actually.
31F, was very excited for me, but as soon as I showed her my ring, her mood changed, and she was telling me it was too flashy and it's not practical, and that it's too trendy and not timeless. My ring is a pear-shaped solitaire ring with a marquee band, and I love it. My sister then told me that there was no way that my fiance could afford a ring. True, if it was a mined diamond, it would be 10 times the price, and my fiance is a second-year resident, and that I should test to see if it's a real diamond. I replied that since it's a lab diamond, it was a lot less expensive. She then proceeded to tell me how lab diamonds aren't real diamonds, and since they're made in a lab, it doesn't hold the same sentimental value. My sister's ring is a small 1 carat mined diamond, and it's beautiful. I never said anything bad about her ring, and it suits her. I tried to laugh it off, and I told her that I asked for a lab diamond and that I don't want a mined diamond. When I said that, she started yelling at me that it wasn't even a real diamond in the first place, and that it was grown in the lab, not the ground. That's when I said by her logic, my niece wasn't a real baby then because she was an IVF baby and grown in a lab too.
Oh my
sister
God.
and her husband had a lot of issues conceiving, as my sister had some complications with endometriosis, I think.
Endometriosis? Yeah.
Yeah. Their IVF journey was really tough, and they had multiple rounds and attempts, and one miscarriage, but finally got lucky and had my very healthy niece last year. I know my sister had a hard time conceiving. That was kind of the point I was making. My niece started in a lab, but she has beautiful meaning behind her life too. When I made the comment that my niece wasn't a real baby, because she was an IVF baby, my sister started crying over the phone. Her husband then called me and berated me and told me I was insensitive, couldn't understand the depths of her emotional turmoil, that I shouldn't have started a fight over a ring. He even said I was ableist, question mark. I have endometriosis too. My mom says
Oh.
it's not a big deal, but I should let my sister cool off. I usually babysit my niece pretty often. My sister hasn't been answering my calls for a week. My fiance says, although I probably shouldn't have said it, I was justified. I didn't mean it seriously. I know my niece is a real baby, and I adore her. Adore her.
Oh.
Spoil her. Yeah. Sorry.
Pardon?
I adore her and spoil her all the time. Am I the asshole?
Okay. So I think
Yes.
that the sister's argument about the diamonds was stupid, but
Yeah.
that was in no way a justification for you to start talking about her baby like that.
Well,
Yes.
Yeah.
So I actually would say this is the asshole.
I
Yes.
will. I will
I-
say the
I think
husband
everyone
calling
is
and being
kinda.
like, the husband calling and being like, you shouldn't have started a fight over the ring when she wasn't
Yeah,
even the
yeah.
She
one
didn't
who
start the
started
fight,
it. Was,
but like
yeah,
that's not a
exactly.
good
She didn't
response
start
to
the
it.
fight. She was
Yeah.
just like, hey, like the sister was kind of being an asshole, but being like, oh, like
It's
this
not a
isn't.
real diamond.
Yeah. And like I kind of get the point that the OP was trying to make in the story, but at the same time, it was not
Yeah,
a
no, that
a
is.
great point.
No.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they were both like, yeah, the sister was being an asshole, but like that's just not a justification for saying that like ever.
Mhm.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like that one vine. That's why your shoes raggy. That's why your mama did.
That's what your
Yeah.
mama
Yeah.
did. What shoe
Yeah,
she got
that's
on in her casket?
that's a pretty apt comparison, I would say.
So, what's the verdict on that? What would
Yes.
you say?
I'd
Yes,
say
I'd say
they
yeah,
are.
she's the asshole.
yeah. I would say pretty much everyone is actually.
Yeah, they're all assholes, but I feel like just
There's like
she
different.
shouldn't have
Yeah.
said that at all.
Absolutely.
Franco, what about you?
It's everyone sucks. That's it.
Yeah.
Like there's not an asshole. It's just everyone sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, don't. Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna say that was the official verdict: is everyone sucks.
I forgot, dude. I forgot that's in this thing they do. They do the everything.
Yeah,
Everyone.
That's
Everything sucks
that's why I
here.
specifically chose the story, because I was like, we haven't gotten an everyone sucks story.
Oh, yeah.
Do we
Yeah,
have
we'll
a no
get.
one sucks story? I feel like those are pretty rare.
I think they're pretty rare. I'm gonna be honest, because
If no one sucks, then it doesn't get posted.
then it doesn't end up here. So the top comment, with 18,000 upvotes, everyone sucks here. Sister is the asshole for being so transparently jealous, and you are absolutely the asshole for using your sister's conception issues to try and score points in a sibling argument. Oh, and your mom is also the asshole for thinking that isn't a big deal. I feel sorry for your dad. I truly do.
Awesome.
Then with 19,000
Awesome.
upvotes, somebody responded. Nah, I'll take. OP wasn't trying to score points. She was illustrating why her sister's logic is foolish and they shouldn't be fighting. It wasn't some random dig to win a squabble. Her sister is trash and decided this was a massive blow to her ego because she wanted to fight and harm OP, but OP had logic and calmness on her side, so her sister didn't affect her. OP's fine, so is the mom.
That sounds like this
Which
person's
I
that they made
yeah,
up to.
I don't agree with that one.
Yeah, no. I agree that in OP's mind, it wasn't her trying to score points to win a squabble, and she was just trying to be like, yes, I use your logic against you. But also, what the heck, dude? That is a person, not a diamond.
Completely insensitive.
I disagree with you, John. I think, like subconsciously, I think she wasn't trying to I think she was trying to do it, but like she didn't realize she was doing it.
That's fair enough.
That makes sense. I think I agree with you actually. Now that I've heard. No,
Yeah, it was very like
you.
it was something like you kind of are like you don't even realize you're doing it as you're doing it. Something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. I
Mhm.
think that makes more sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, man.
But yeah, everybody sucks here.
Yeah, I agree. Everyone does suck in that story.
Yeah. Do you
Wait,
What?
I have one more.
Uh-huh.
I just read the title and I was like, I gotta do this one. This one. Am I the asshole for ruining a child's life?
No.
No, dude, that's awesome.
Well, if
Banger,
you
dude.
did, then oh, okay.
All right, I know we're short on time, but I gotta read this.
Okay.
Today I started talking to an American mother while in A&E. I don't know what that is. But A&E. Her child was interested in the artwork I have on my leather jacket as it's pretty colorful. The mother mentioned that her daughter's name was Grain, so I assumed for a while that she was another mother who wanted something special to call her child. I remarked that it was a unique name and that I'd never met anyone called Grain before. She told me that she's named after her great grandmother and that it's an Irish name. At this point, the alarm bells are ringing in my head because I've realized that this kid is called Grain, generally pronounced as Gronia, or thereabouts. I tried to be very tactful and I was like, Irish is such an interesting alphabet. How is her name spelled? Irish names can be tricky. The kid is called Gronia, not Grain. My partner, who has studied Ireland's political history as part of their dissertation and also the Irish dysphoria and its culture around their university city, is stuck somewhere between stifling a laugh and dying of embarrassment on her behalf. So I come up with what I thought was a very positive reply. I said, an old school name and a more modern pronunciation. I think that's a great way to pick names. I would like to point out that I do not like the name Grain for a child, nor do I like the way the pronunciation was butchered. But I was trying to be tactful and positive. She
Oh yeah,
asked what
you're
I
trying to keep the
meant,
peace.
and I said, well, in Ireland, they typically pronounce it like Gronia. Her face went red and said that I shouldn't have said that the pronunciation was wrong in front of the kid because now she's going to grow up knowing that her name is wrong and feel bad about it. I apologized for causing offense and restated that it's a lovely name in both ways and a fantastic nod to her heritage. I said that I'm sure her great grandmother would be thrilled to be honored by her name being used. I was throwing out just about every positive reinforcement that I could think of, but to be frank, she was pissed off. She told me that I ruined her daughter's self esteem and that her life was ruined by me saying that her existence is wrong. I didn't say that, by the way. I just said that her name was pronounced atypically. Ronia, for context, was around 2 years old and completely unbothered by the conversation until her mother got angry at me. She was just looking at the pictures on my jacket. The conversation was maybe 5 minutes long, but I managed to ruin the kid's life. Hindsight says I should have kept my mouth shut and waited for someone else in the city to say something. So, am I the asshole?
No.
Yeah, no,
No,
the
not
mother
really.
just was so incredibly embarrassed because she fucked up her kid's name. She tried to
Yeah,
reflect
probably.
it. She tried to reflect it onto her kid, like, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
look what you did to her!" And she's just like playing with. She's trying to eat a toy car
Yeah.
on the other side of the room.
Literally like 2 years old, dude. When you're 2 years old, you
Dude,
don't like know anything ever.
would you name your child Grain, bro?
Dude, imagine the little girl, like on the other side of the room. She like overhears the conversation. She's like, "Mother, how could you do this to me? I can't believe you butchered my name's
I like to
pronunciation."
imagine she says that and it turns into like the super realistic like art style, like the how hungry.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
but
Mother,
yeah,
I will never speak.
what?
that that laugh lasted a little bit too long. I'm gonna be real. The goofy ass laugh that was like slightly just. Oh my god! Like everyone
Yeah,
stopped talking and you kept
I just like
laughing.
the I like the title of that one, so that's why I was like, I gotta read this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I put in chat. It's not really a thing you can read. It's just a video of Hermit being wholesome.
That's gonna be the intro.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna cut it off
I
after
would.
like half a second.
yeah, dude.
Earthbound podcast.
Earthbound
I
podcast.
just took the top thing from r/wholesome because I wanted to end on a more positive note.
Guys,
And that was
r
a
slash
portion
am
of
I the
the
wholesome? Chungus?
Am I the wholesome?
Thank you, Reddit Gold, for the wholesome 100 Keanu Reeves.
Thank you,
Chungus.
Reddit Gold.
Oh my god.
I said thank you for the Reddit Gold.
No,
Thank you,
said
Reddit Gold.
Reddit
Thank you,
Gold.
Reddit Gold.
Thank you, Reddit.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine
Wholesome
getting a Reddit
Keanu
Gold
Reeves,
from someone
big
named
Chungus.
Reddit Gold. Dude, I'm gonna name my kid Reddit Gold
No.
and be like, it's an Irish name.
How do you spell that?
No.
RIEDEIT space GULD.
Space.
Reddit Gold. Yeah.
You?
Well, that's last name.
GULD?
Yeah, GULD. It's an Irish name.
Oh, dude, that's a pretty that's a great approach. That's a traditional name with a more modern pronunciation. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, gold. Do you not know that's an actual word?
What?
Yeah, it's like a translation of gold.
I'm confused
Yeah.
as to what we're talking about anymore.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I can tell
Well, you were
confused.
making fun of me for spelling it
No,
like that.
I was asking.
I know you'd be
Whatever.
confused.
Go back to your Discord
Jeez.
kittens, bro.
What did I do?
Hey,
What did I
hey,
do? I didn't
let's-
Hey.
stop.
Jeez,
I'm
do we
more
have time
confused.
for another story?
You know what? Throw me another one. I don't care.
Okay, can I read one?
Sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the title is Am I the asshole for not paying first month's rent to some girls I was going to move in with?
I mean, that's
So-
typically the procedure. of
Yeah.
Just paying first month's rent.
Okay, so for context, I'm a 24-year-old female and I moved to a new state with my parents a few months ago.
Mhm.
I was thinking about moving out, so I joined a local roommate Facebook group. I came across a post that two girls posted, and they seemed like we'd get along really well, which we do. Their third roommate was moving out, and I decided I was going to move in. I do have a lot of debt,
Okay.
but I was just planning on trying to make it work. My parents offered for me to stay with them for another year, so I wouldn't be struggling and could pay down a lot of my debt / save money. I was torn on what to do. I hadn't signed a lease yet, and I ended up ultimately deciding to stay with my parents for another year, so I wouldn't be struggling. I let them know I wasn't going to be moving a couple of days ago, and rent is due on the 1st. According to them, they will have to cover the third portion of June if they don't find someone before then. They asked me, very passive-aggressively, if I would pay my portion of the first month's rent, and I don't know what to do. I feel like that's unfair, and I really don't want to pay over $1,000 for nothing in return. Again, I never signed a lease. The landlord did not ask me to pay. The other tenants did. So am I the asshole for not paying the first month of rent?
No.
No.
I
No.
think so, man. Just like, yeah, you're not even there, dude. You didn't do anything. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I was
then
gonna
what?
say,
Are you,
it's like
are you gonna
normally
pull out
like
this? Are you about to pull out like secret information, Franco? That like
No.
they like murdered
mean,
someone or something that makes them evil?
I don't see any updates. I don't know how this works, but I don't see any like other comments by the OP.
I thought you were gonna like withhold. I thought you were gonna do like some kind of gotcha thing. Like you're gonna just like
Yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah,
well,
but
some
insane
update.
secret detail.
She actually killed her parents, and she's living off their heritage or whatever.
Heritage.
That and
No, what's
honestly,
the,
not the asshole, dude. That sounds awesome.
Inheritance. Yeah, dude. Okay. Well, I don't know, man. It's like you canceled on them, like, just like very close to the deadline.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of made your future roommates think, oh, okay, so we don't have to look for any more roommates now. We just have this one, and then you like a couple of days before the the payment had to be done, you just cancel. You were like, okay, guys, actually, I'm gonna move in with my parents again because I'm struggling financially, which is totally valid.
Mm-hmm.
But and like in the eyes of the law, I guess you're like completely, I don't know, you're not gonna get in any trouble. But it's like you're kind of, I don't know, you're kind of how do you say this? You're kind of leaving them,
You're kind of the asshole,
kind of
dude.
Well,
you're
Yeah.
the asshole, dude.
Typically,
Yeah, you're
you
kind
would
of the asshole.
sign. Typically, you would pay that first month of rent around the time that you like. You would figure all that stuff out like around the time of signing the lease. But if
Yeah.
she hasn't signed the lease, then like she's not obligated to do anything payment.
Yeah, she's not like reliable for anything. But then again, you kind of made them think, oh, okay, so we have this girl that is or this guy. I don't, okay, it's a 24 female. We have this girl that like she's gonna move in, so we don't have to like search for any more roommates or anything. And now they're gonna have to, because you canceled like at last minute, they're gonna have to like either look for a new roommate in just like 2 days or split the rent for a month, which is like an extra, as she said, like an extra $500 each. Well, the verdict was asshole, actually.
Jeez.
Really?
I
Yeah.
would disagree.
She is the asshole. And top comment, okay, morally and ethically, you're kind of YTA here. You let them know you'd be moving in, agreed to a rent amount, and had them thinking their search was over and with someone they'd expect to be reasonably compatible with. Then you bailed with 10 days notice. Yes, bailed. That's not fair, as you say. Legally, they're stopped and will have to pay the rent for June themselves. You're in the clear unless you wanted friends. A compromise might be that you pay a prorated rent and they work to get someone in ASAP, but I doubt you're willing to offer that.
Well, I mean, she's in debt,
Yeah.
so like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, it's kind of
that's clearly not fair to them, but I also don't feel like her paying rent would be fair to her either if she's not going to be moving in.
That's true.
So I don't feel like
But-
there's a situation here that is entirely fair for everyone.
It
but
is-
I still don't think that she's.
I feel like it probably. I don't think they were being intentionally bad, but I do agree that I imagine it would be pretty tough to just have that.
it is
for
an
all their
unfortunate
money.
situation.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
It's an unfortunate situation. She didn't seem like she did it. Like, she obviously didn't do it on purpose, but it's like she didn't seem like she did it out of malice, I guess. She's not like,
Yeah.
okay, well, fuck you. I'm gonna go with my parents now. You can do whatever you want. It's more like, okay, well, I'm in this very bad financial situation, and I need to go with my parents. I'm sorry for this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, I guess in the situation, she kind of is the asshole, but it's not like a big asshole. It's like a little bit of YTA, you know?
Yeah. That
Like a
makes
tiny
sense.
YTA.
Yeah, like a tiny YTA.
I wouldn't really say that she is in general. I just think it's not fair to the other people, but I don't think that
Yeah, that's fair.
makes her
That's fair, man.
at all.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it just sort of sucks, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think she's an asshole, but it does kind of suck for the other people.
She did totally. She knew she was in debt, and she knew like she would struggle a lot financially if she accepted to the lease, if she signed the lease. But she still like was like, okay, well, girls, I'm gonna move in with you, like 100%. You know, you can stop searching. It's like you kind of have to be cautious there. You can't just like confirm that you are gonna move in when you're in that situation. You don't know what's gonna happen because things like this happen, and then like the other girls have to pay for it.
Mhm.
You know, it's like, I guess she is slightly the asshole because she didn't really think about others when making that decision.
Okay. All right, man. I hear you, man. I hear, man. Can I throw you guys one more unpopular opinion?
Oh, actually, no. I'm on you.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll see you guys. Listen, this guy says I'm hoping we're going to disagree on this. This guy says having a sugary soda with a meal is disgusting.
Wait, no. I
disagree
was
with
actually. I actually zoned out. I thought you were gonna do that wah wah wah, and I
that. Me
didn't hear
too.
it.
I
What did you
want to
say?
hear your thoughts on this. Okay, so he says having a sugary soda with a meal is disgusting because sugary sodas are meant to be treats and desserts, not this guy. I think he misspelled this. Accompaniments to meals. Who in God's name would look at their meal and think, you know what would make this better? 60+ grams of sugar.
I
That's what
can't
this guy
answer
said.
this.
No, I actually,
Well-
I actually really enjoy soda with my meals.
Yeah, me too. I think it's awesome.
Just it's refreshing. It's refreshing.
think
It gives you a little in
I'm not a
between.
soda drinker, but I disagree that it's like this disgusting thing. I think it is I think that's like just a general thing that people do. Like I don't care.
Sigh. I guess I'm just different.
Yeah.
You drink
Like
soda?
it's very.
You know what I like?
This guy,
I like milk.
this guy has this picture of sodas, like they're this very sugary, very like fat,
They are
almost
sugary.
like cakes, like cake milkshakes, you know.
Yeah, that's true. But they are sugary.
And it's like, no, they're just a little refreshing thing with
Yeah,
like
like
a
a
little bit
ginger
of
ale.
flavor.
They're not really
Yeah.
refreshing though. They're like they're
They-
dehydrating.
Oh, they
technically.
absolutely are. What do you mean?
No, they're so refreshing.
They're dehydrating.
Oh, in your mouth they're refreshing.
But they're dehydrating.
No, in your mouth they're refreshing.
But they're dehydrating.
I understand that. In your
the moment,
mouth, in
drinking
the moment,
drink
it's
is
quite
refreshing. But
they're
in actual
dehydrating.
terms of
I mean, you couldn't
rehydration, not good.
replace water
Don't you
with
think?
them.
No, don't you talk to
Obviously.
me like that, you freak.
What? You're
Oh, jeez.
you bitch! How dare you?
Hey.
Whoa! Am I the asshole
Okay,
for calling
everyone
the host of the podcast a bitch?
Everyone just calm down.
Guys, listen to me. Calm down.
Josh acted like he was like a concerned father hosting like dinner.
I feel that way, actually.
Oh,
But
my
yeah,
God.
I unfortunately cannot answer the soda question because I only drink water.
But it sounds like you're on my
I
side
only
because you
drink
wouldn't
water.
do that.
Yeah, I'm a member of r/Hydro Homies, bro.
Yo,
Fucking
I
right.
also only
R/slash
drink water, but it's hard for me to think of soda as
Ew.
something that should be like
Yeah.
Do you?
a strictly dessert thing.
Yeah. Do you put like shit in your water?
Dude, yeah.
No,
I put
no,
shit in my
don't
water.
put
Hell
I-
yeah.
I don't shit in my water.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Like,
No,
okay,
I
on
think you mean
TikTok,
does he do like the
there was
flavored water stuff?
Why would you
drink
put
pack?
Yeah,
anything in your
yeah,
water?
like
That's literally
I
nasty,
mean, if
like
it's
on
bro.
ice,
TikTok,
maybe.
shut the fuck up, guys. Oh my god. On TikTok, there's this
Wait,
like
no, wait.
community and shut
Wait,
the
no,
fuck up.
Teeks.
Okay,
This really
there's this
reminds me of
community and they
something.
call themselves
Wait,
Water
Teeks,
Talk, and their
this is
entire
kind of
thing
like
is
wah,
that they
wah,
just like put shit in their water.
Wah.
Shut up.
We're not going with it.
Please stop using the word crap.
Wait. Everybody stop. We gotta do that. We gotta try that again, guys. You weren't trying hard enough. The song goes wah, 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 wah.
wah, 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 wah.